My favorite choreographer, Alexei Ratmansky, posted a video on his Instagram and YouTube channels of 5 Ukrainian ballerinas in honor of the 2024 International Women's Day. The 5 dancers perform a turn series of fouettés, a prominent step viewed by some as the ultimate test of a ballerina. The series is prominent in such ballets as Don Quixote and Swan Lake. The dancers from previous eras display a high degree of athleticism and technique, dispelling the notion that razzle-dazzle is a recent phenomenon. This video provides a biography of these great dancers with a technical breakdown of their turns. Дайте мені знати в розділі коментарів, якщо ви хочете, щоб я випустив ще одну версію цього відео українською мовою за допомогою дива технології штучного інтелекту. Alexei Ratmansky grew up in Kyiv, Ukraine, and has done much to advance themes from the area in his choreography and social media posts. In February 2024, he posted a video of great Ukrainian ballerinas of previous eras performing fouetté turns. I am not familiar with these dancers, but was impressed by their athleticism, energy, and technical achievement. If you have more information on the dancers, please provide details in the comments section. A fouetté is a ballet term referencing a whipping movement. Grant lists 19 fouetté variants, but the most popular and attention-grabbing is called a fouetté rond de jambe en tournant. This is a dramatic and iconic step for females, featured in Swan Lake, Don Quixote, and Flames of Paris variations. I go into much more detail on a previous video on the step, with a link at the end of this video. First, let's look at Ludmila Smorgacheva's gorgeous turns in Swan Lake in the 1978 Tokyo Ballet Competition, where she took home the gold. She was a principal dancer at Kyiv's Shevchenko State Academic Opera and Ballet Theater and frequent partner of Alexander Godunov. Here is the clip on Japanese television. Ludmila does fouettés in the Quijote method style, the most prominent way of doing the turns. She does a fondue on her left leg, at the same time opening her right leg, called a rond de jambe, a circular movement of the leg, to second position on layer. Ludmila then releves on point on her left leg, executing a turn en dehors, and whipping the right foot in back of, then quickly in front of her left knee. Her arms are very active, an important part of the series. On her fondue, her right arm is in front and left arm to the side, third position, with her right arm following her leg to the side, second position. Ludmila's turns are very consistent from turn to turn, the hallmark of a great turner. This allows her to turn in the same spot with little traveling in the series. Less proficient turners are inconsistent in their movements from turn to turn, leading to unwanted traveling, sometimes substantially as the series unfolds. The second dancer is Valentyna Kalinovska in the Don Quixote coda. She was a graduate of the Kyiv Choreographic School and danced at the Kyiv Opera and Ballet Theater. She danced leading roles in Don Quixote, Swan Lake, Spartacus. Take a look at her turns from 1976, and I will be back with commentary. Valentyna does the fouetté series in a different style than Ludmila. While Ludmila's turns are in the Quijote method style with fondue to the front and a rond de jambe to the side, Valentyna does her turns in the Russian school style. The Russian school teaches the dancer to fondue to the side rather than the front before going to retiré. I would think that taking a fondue to the side would kill momentum before going into the turn, but it works for some dancers, as Valentyna demonstrates. The third dancer is Elena Filipyeva, who was a prima ballerina and after her career, a ballet director of the National Opera of Ukraine. She graduated from the Kyiv State Choreographic School in 1988. That year, she was appointed a soloist at the National Opera of Ukraine. In 2020, she was promoted to ballet director of the National Opera of Ukraine. Olena does an extremely difficult turn variant that Soviet legend Ekaterina Maximova performed with both hands on hips. Having hands on hips makes the turns more demanding because the dancer cannot use her arms to generate momentum into the turn. Midway through, Elena keeps her left hand on her hip with her right hand, moving with her leg into second position, then back in front. This is a very athletic set of fouettes done with great confidence. The fourth dancer is Herrera Lukasheva. She was born in 1938, studied at the Odessa School of Choreography, and graduated in 1953. She was a soloist with the Odessa Theatre of Opera and Ballet in 1954 and the Kyiv Theatre of Opera and Ballet from 1955 to 1975. She danced lead roles in Giselle, Sleeping Beauty, and The Nutcracker. In 1976, she was appointed to the Kyiv Theatre of Opera and Ballet as a choreographer and teacher. This is another clip of stellar athleticism from Herrera with Valery Nekrasov in La Esmeralda in 1967. She performs fouettes, but intentionally travels along a diagonal as if directed by her partner. She does about 30 turns in rapid-fire succession. Noteworthy is how far she travels, more than I have seen from others on traveling fouettes. Her forward traveling is likely due to a more pronounced weight shift forward on the turns, relative to more conventional stationary turns. An impressive series of turns from Herrera. Only dancers that have a high level of basic fouettes can pull off traveling turns. The last dancer is Tetyana Tayakina. Born in 1951, she trained at the Kyiv Choreographic School. She danced for the Shevchenko State Academic Theatre of Opera and Ballet, appearing in leading roles in the classics and Soviet-era works. After her dancing career, she was artistic director at the Kyiv State Choreographic College from 1989 to 1993. Tetyana passed away in 2023. In memoriam, Ratmansky wrote on Instagram, "I had the honor of working and dancing with her in Kyiv in the 1980s, and I am forever grateful for her support and kindness." Fortunately, her stellar dancing lives on in video on Ratmansky's YouTube channel. Here is Herrera in Grand Pas Classique in 1976. Tetyana's Fouettés series is a unique and creative variant that I have never seen before, done with marvelous phrasing. In a series of 3 turns, she does not fondue in front as is customary for the Cecchetti variant, but remains on point, circling her leg from front to side, like a male dancer doing turns in second. Note her arms as they go to second position as she waits for her leg to reach second position. She then does a fondue in second position for momentum into her turns. Tetyana repeats 3 times, traveling along a diagonal like Herrera. She then does a double pirouette, followed by a regular Cecchetti method fouette, a very creative and difficult series of turns. Let me know in the comment section if you have seen this before. I was not familiar with these dancers before Ratmansky posted the clips. Watching these and other videos on his channel, I was impressed with their athleticism, technique, and timing. Their refined dancing is a testament to the superior training that most received at the Kyiv State Choreographic College, which is associated with the National Ballet of Ukraine. For more videos of Ukrainian dancers, check out Ratmansky's YouTube channel linked in the video description, a great historical record which contains many clips over decades, going back to the 1930s. Thanks for tuning in. Дякуємо за налаштування.